welcome to the TSDSI Samsung workshop on achieving leadership in standards, enabling organizational frameworks. This workshop will discuss emerging technologies for next generation standards, digital technology trends, and technical activities of domestic and global standard bodies, and elaborate a few use cases that have potential for standardization. We will then have a panel discussion on the need for establishing enabling frameworks within organizations to ensure strategic engagement with standards. We shall begin the workshop with the lighting of the lamp ceremony. I am honored to invite Mr. Saurabh Gupta, Special DGT Karnataka LSA, Professor Devabrata Das, Director IIITB, Mr. N. Mohan Ram, Director General TSDSI, and Mr. Mohan Rao, CTO Samsung Research Institute Bangalore, to the dais for lighting the lamp.
Good morning and a warm welcome to each of you. At the outset, I would like to thank Mr. Saurabh Gupta from DOT, who is the Special DGT Karnataka LSA, for kindly consenting to deliver this inaugural address, and Professor Devabrata Das, Director IIIT Bangalore, for being here for the keynote address in spite of a meeting that is coming up shortly, an important meeting he has in the Senate. And then for providing the excellent facilities for hosting this meeting at IIIT Bangalore. Our special thanks to Sri Mohan Rao and Sri Suresh Chitturi of Samsung for partnering with TSDSI for this workshop. So this year holds special significance for TSDSI. We have completed 10 years, and to celebrate this, we are launching a series of workshops, starting with this workshop, which is the inaugural workshop. And the idea is to kind of promote standards across the industry and academic institutions, help them to understand the importance of standards in kind of promoting innovation and success, and also to the importance of setting up dedicated facilities to work on standards development. So this is as I said, this is the first series, and then it's titled Achieving Leadership in Standards, Enabling Organizational Frameworks. And then over the past decade, TSDSI has made very significant contributions to the evolution of 5G. And we have also recently made contributions to the IMT 2030 framework document at ITUR, that is basically 6G. And we recently launched the cloud interoperability and portability standards, and currently we are in an advanced stage of releasing standards in RIS and in beyond 5G. So we will continue to work on expanding the membership, getting our members more involved in technical activities, and also in hosting international meetings. So last year, in September 2023, we hosted the 3GPP TSG meetings at Bangalore. And we had more than 550 delegates attending these meetings. It was well received. And this marked an increase of 59% in our TSDSA member participation, and an increase of more than 60% in the contributions. So this brings out the importance of holding meetings in India. And I'm pleased to announce that we'll be holding the CT meetings in May 2024 at Hyderabad, and the SA meetings in October 2024. So at TSDSIs, our focus is currently is on startups and research institutions. Though they make significant contributions to technology progress, their involvement in standards development needs to be improved. And based on the recommendations of our task forces, we are trying to address this gap. In fact, we are also working with the government, the Department of Telecommunications, on schemes which can help the participation of startups and academic institutions. So today in this workshop, we have sessions covering emerging technologies and their impact on standards, standardization roadmaps at Indian standards bodies and the global standards forums, use cases demonstrating standards-based solutions, and a panel discussion on how organizational frameworks can engage with standards development in India. So this milestone of 10th anniversary is an occasion for us to celebrate our achievements and also embrace the future. So I convey my deep gratitude to all those members, partners, and stakeholders who have helped TSDSI to reach this stage, and particularly the Department of Telecommunication, which has provided continuous support over the last 10 years. So thank you for being part of this journey of TSDSI and also for being here with us in this workshop. So I'm hoping we'll have a very productive and inspiring workshop. And I conclude my speech with a video on TSDSI's past 10 years achievements. Thank you.
My heartfelt thanks to TSDSI, Samsung, and Department of Telecom for hosting this workshop on this organizational of a campuses and industry and government R&D and all, how to go forward in standardizations and research in the areas of telecom. My sincere regards and thanks to Mr. Saurav Gupta. Thank you, sir, for coming and gracing this occasion in this campus. Mr. Mohan Ram, the TSDSI DG, and very eminent guests on off the dais, Mr. Mithal, Mr. Anand, Mr. Shuthar, and Dr. Naveen, I can see, and from Samsung, Anshuman, Mohan, and from Vishnu, and all those companies and the people around the India coming at here and talking to us. The topic given to us that how this organizational change can be done. But there is an opportunity and challenge. As I come from academia, I'll be talking about the opportunity challenges in Indian academia for the standards, what we experienced, and we have to leap forward and achieve rest of the things. And time given to me 15 minutes, so I'll be little fast. Thanks to Bindu for coordinating and inviting all those things. So I'm keeping the watch here and see that 15 minutes can be done. So I'll be quickly going through the Indian academia scenario in R&D, and then I'll be going for R&D successful, some of the examples which we have done in IIIT Bangalore, and how go for an Indian academia from IPR commercialization, technology readiness, and also there's got TRL and challenges and opportunities from Indian academia point of view. Before I start on this, then I wanted to say that the academia overall, people think they are busy in teaching, research, paper publications and all, but now the academia has been challenged to go to the next step, and you will be really surprised to see where we are moving and how we are moving. So this is a very interesting uh, uh, time frame from 1990 to 2020. Not far, 1990, only 30 years back when we were all students. We are in the finished our undergraduate and already are doing the masters or the PhDs. Anyone sitting in this senior people at here must be in that. So any top institutes of this country and organizational change, for that I am presenting this because organization change happens when from the top somebody expects something from you. That means in 1990, the promotion was teaching. If you have a lab, you are taking a lab and you publish couple papers and you get assistant to associate, associate to full professor. Then in 2000, all these things was compulsory, teaching labs and all. PhD graduation was become must. One PhD student you should graduate to become assistant to associate. So from the when that you see why I'm showing this, how organizational change happened, and we are going more closer towards industry that I wanted to show you. 2010 teaching labs, paper, PhD was fine. Then people say, do you have sponsor projects with you, at least 2 to become assistant to associate or associate to full professors? See and then 2015 teaching labs, papers, PhD graduate, sponsor was fine. Do you have a patent? IPR come in. It was asked in the interviews in the top institutes of this country, So now, same human being as a professor, same 24 hours, government has not increased 1 minute more per day. But look at this, 2020, not far away, only 2-3 years back, teaching labs, papers, PhD graduates, sponsored IPR, standards and commercialization. It is because Atmanirbhar Bharat came in, and now academia is asked, look at this IPR to standards and commercializations. And before professors understood, because professors are generally very innocent. Inside the class, they're tiger. They scold the students, give all kind of things. But generally, they don't understand business, money, and all. So they're innocent in that sense. But slowly, government saw there is a huge intellectual properties here. Why not ask them to go for? So then what they did, look at this. They came out with a fund called National Mission from Inter-Cyber Physical System in 25 top institutes in this country. One of them in IIIT Bangalore on Advanced Communication System. From DST and Telecom Department came out with TTDA fund. Government of India come out with multiple funds. And they gave you the money and asking you to make the product, not POC. Try to understand, not proof of concept. That we did in the labs, make products, 6 and 8 companies. And then before we understood that, we accepted it. After we found out that these things came in. So as a professor or as a director, people has now all the 25 campuses on this country is in this. So look at the organizational changes from last 30 years. It is going from this side to this side. So, and this is being all asked slowly. Last part not asked to faculty for the promotions. Now up to IPR it has reached. Like in companies, if we say, if you have filed patent, I will give you increment. For an example, I am saying, we are also going through this evolution. And same human being, same 24 hours. So what I want to say is this, Indian academia is evolving very, very fast, particularly last 3-4 years or 5 years, I can say. We were up to these sponsored projects or I patent here, but we are now here. So this organizational change for standards, we have a lot of challenges because we have the semesters, teaching loads, and all kind of things. We cannot travel too much for attending standards and all. So how to make standards body inside the academia who can travel and represent, because we need huge presence, which I was discussing yesterday with TSDSI DZ, and for voting and all kind of things, our numbers has to be increased looking at the world competitions. IIT Bangalore is a TSDSI's member, but sometimes due to our commitment in the campus, we are not able to travel. So how to make another scientific body inside that which can travel? So this is the thing which is our next 5 to 10 years roadmap. So now, coming quickly, I will move fast. So if you look at, only 1 second I will take, India is in the fourth as with respect to the patents are concerned in the world. And as publication is concerned, we are number 3 from the academia in the world. In number of, from US and after China, India is in publication, but patent-wise, we are in the 4th among the academia. So what I wanted to say is that we are not far behind. Indian academia is well known for education, research, and publications. And the support for the academia for funding agencies and other than industry has also focused on the same 3 points. All these 3 points are already there. But how to take away this research to the product and the translatable research is the going on for last 4 or 5 years, and it will increase as data is concerned. In short, most academia colleagues heavily focused on R, not much on D in industry level, and building a proof of concept and is a good start. But POC is not commercial product, which we understand very well now. It's not, now we understand that. So we are not far away. We are catching up very fast with the industry, and along with compulsory things are teaching, research, and all these. I'll give you a quick example. Many people don't know. Only yesterday I was showing both the sirs on the stage. So you can see here how it made a R&D product successful in academia in the world. So you will be, in 1 minute or 2 minutes maximum I will take. So you see that everybody knows this. Example, if I give you quickly understand. And functions of Aadhaar, every one of us knows. It is India's backbone now. For banking, insurance, health, name it. For a second, if you just think Aadhaar is not there, whole Indian business will collapse. But this is a very complex system. We cannot give it to anyone in the world because it is a Parliament Act and is a completely confidential property of India. And we are all proud of it. I am very proud of it. But 80 countries tried to make an equivalent of Aadhaar. It is so complex, all of them failed because they gave it to companies. And they gave it to the companies, and the company make it a lock-in systems. 2 billion people doesn't have any ID, zero ID. No ID, and 1 billion people doesn't have a proper ID. So 3 billion out of the 7.5 billion people doesn't have any digital identity. And we took up this challenge and built it in this campus. Just if you go 2 floors below from this, built it up, and we have made it completely open source. And 17 lakhs lines of code, 1.7 million lines of code working properly as a product. And now 21 countries has directly signed MOU with country heads with the IIT Bangalore, because the digital identity is so important, like Aadhaar for them, respective countries, and it's configurable and all. And these 4 people trust gave us around 320 crores in the last 4 years. And this is the thing. What I wanted to say, the story is that what we have done. What I wanted to say, the people still now was thinking that academia cannot do product. I am telling that we are catching up. We are very fast catching up. And this is a product, this is the largest open source from India to the world. Like your Linux operating systems, Android, in mobile phones, this is the one like an open source. This is the largest open source product from India to the world and successfully working. And another 50 countries are in the queue to come in. So these are the countries we have signed with the 21 countries which I said, and we are moving fast. So I want to go quickly is that what made the thing successful? One is the called governance and transparencies. And here the funding of the last 4 years, which I am heading now. And I don't want to spend much time at here because these are the things you can go and see. And there is the interesting 80 biometric companies and 20, now it is not 10, it is little old slides of mine. So 20 system integrator companies have come to us, declared their biometric product as MOSIP compatible. Okay. So what does it mean? That means if you do a good work, with people will come and take your product to the world. And one thing we are working on organizational change is that we are not so good in marketing sales as a professors, as you know. But if you make a good product, some great people will market you in some of the platforms. Like this is Kant. Mr. Kant is the our G20 head, in G20, he presented MOSIP during the, you can see the first working group in February 2023, he talked about MOSIP to the world. So now we have 120 million people registered on this platform. And Mr. Bill Gates talks about MOSIP in the United Nations, telling that if you do not have a digital identity or digital public infrastructure, go to IIIT Bangalore and pick up MOSIP. And so these are the people who looking at our product now talking. So so we, the professors, are learning from them that how to make marketing on the larger platforms. So sorry, sound is being. So now I'm coming to the next point, that how the academia is coming in from the organizational change. Everybody knows about TRL. Who doesn't know? In this August gathering, all of you are from industry and standard commercialists and all. So TRL, if you look at, we are here very much. Most of the professors, nine of them in these good institutions, do all 1, 2, 3. And only thing we lack, and the funding is available, 20 lakhs to 1 crores people, no problem. For this fundamental research, each professor is right to DST, MATI, CSR funds, ACRB, every industry, give us 1 to 2 lakh, 20 lakhs to 1 crore is not a problem. Around every of us has a industry funding from 5 to 6 companies or more than that, and government is of course there. Because 1 to 3 will not make you products. So now this is called development. From first one was, you see, research development part, TRL 4 to 6, 4, 5, 6, you know. So here is the bridge between the research and the product. So now we are working here a lot, how to make these labs, POCs, translatable research and all. And here the funding is available from 1 crores to 50 crores from TDF, from DOT, and also the MATI and all private fundings and all are there. So now I'm coming, this is the thing where we want the startup industry or the big industries are working for. Here is, look at the fund, 50 crores to 200 crores. So we have received one fund, 150 crores in this level. So from DST, and also we are talking to DOT and line, because it is a line department for IIIT Comet Foundation. So this is the deployment part. So research, development, and deployment. So in that, a lot of things we are learning and moving, and thanks to different top institutes of this country already have learned, and they are moving forward. So what I want to say is that in this world, if you look at any developed country, we know academia and industry works hands in hand very strongly. They have this TRL 1 to TRL 9, very well-defined, way. But as India is concerned, thanks to the government, thanks to the industry, we academia has been coming in now to fill up that gap, and will be one day developed countries by this. Because industry has a lot of intellectual property, no doubt in it. They have been born like that, their DNA is that. But academia coming in, it will just augment and take it forward. So last slide is that my last slide is that this is the thing that we need to area of manpower. First, push technology from TRL to TRL 6. 1, 2, 3 we are. From 3 to 6 we need to push until TRL 9. And first step is business plan, manpowering and all. These are the organizational changes. For that, standards participation and also going for the field trials and all will come in here in the next 5 to 10 years in a bigger way. To move towards this, DST has created a national mission, an interdisciplinary cyber physical fund, which is completely different, which I showed you. We innocently accepted it, but when we entered into it, we found that we are asked to make products. So it is a very good experience for us. Similarly, DOT has set up a fund called TTDF funds and 25 technology innovation hubs across the country working around the clock. We need a good people team, business development, customer-centric, lawyers. I understood from my MOSIP experience, I have 3 lawyers in my team, international lawyers, because they are negotiating with the countries for writing down the MOUs with them. So how important these things, as an academician, I understood, and now I've been a part of it. We need to collaborate with the complementary groups from the academia industry for a product. Trust building and IPR and finance issues and networking communication community is a very interesting, challenging, and bright future. Let me tell you why. Because the service level agreement customers, is being increasing a lot. Have shown the dream of driverless car in India like a road is a you can understand what a challenge it is. We have shown them the dream of robotic operations, but to provide that, we need huge and wonderful network to support that. So we have a lot of problems to be solved. And in this regard, this is my last few lines. IIIT Bangalore is hosting TIS on advanced communication system. If you go just one floor below this, there's a IIIT Comet Foundation labs are there. You can go and see there is a two problems we are attacking: Open RAN and 5G advanced 32TR, and also reconfigurable intelligent surface. RIS standard body came out from our collaborators from IIT Bhilai, IIIT Bangalore, and all in this direction. So with this, I want to thank for giving me an opportunity to speak and the organizational change in happening in academia to give you a glimpse that how the academia is changing over the years. And now from 2020, particularly 2021, last 3 years, we are in the middle of all these affairs from research to innovations to teaching to translatable research. We are not only translatable research is there in part, but we are thinking about a product and also how to take it to support it in AMC, like 6-8 companies and all are part of our life now. Thank you again.
Good morning, everybody. As we all or most of them were present yesterday's deliberations and all, and today I think we all are aware, rather we are aware already the importance of the standards, IPRs and SCPs. So, and yesterday also we could really appreciate and gone through many deliberations by the TSDSI, DOT officers and the Samsung and all the people who are involved in the standard development and IPRs. So I think we could really make out how important it is to enter into this domain, which is really which will really support the country, not only taking the lead position as a strategic globally, but also as support financially to the economy. Because yesterday only the SRI was mentioning billions of dollars we are paying to the many MNCs and countries as a fee or this license, this against IPRs and SCPs and all. So it's a right move by the government, and that to let us enter into it and use it for our own standards and go for our own IPRs and make them further standard essential patents, so that we can save a lot of money, as well as we could definitely get the independence of using, flexibility of using our own technologies and own research and innovations, as already seen in academia and all industry is now geared up towards, because as per the NDCP was approved by the DOT. I think there was one thing I'll read for you, specifically 4 moves there which they specifically focused on. I think these were the emphasized creating a globally recognized IPRs in India. Second part, developing the standard essential patents in the telecom technology and promoting the Indian IPRs through participation in the standardized development and fostering IPR regime that promotes innovation. So TSSI is really, I think, moving that mission ahead. And at this point, I really congratulate TSDSI for completing their 10 years. I mean, we came to know we really congratulate, because they really did a remarkable this 10 years period in developing the standard, supporting country, and they have taken to the stage that India is now really thinking and going ahead in an aggressive mode, like 5G plus 5G-I technology, which everybody knows TSD has played a very vital role and led it, and I think this government has strongly supported, and we could achieve that and could get this as a mandatory part of 3G PPI standards. So that is a great achievement, I feel, and 10 years, I think next 10 years must be targeting much ahead. I wish them best of my best wishes for them for next 10 years. I think we take our country to next levels and all, and definitely would be able to go where country is aspiring and country is targeted with a vision and mission in this arena. And as well as further as the government support and initiatives, if we can mention here as a because some yesterday's and earlier also DOT has really intent and is a plan. They have now coming up with a very focused roadmap how to achieve this NDCP targets and how to get the more and more IPRs and SEPs registered so that they can be commercialized and support to the country. So they are coming up a very, very focused action plan and roadmap, and they are involving academia in development of standards, as you already we could really heard it today through the IIIT director. They really, it was very insightful presentation. Really, yesterday you got an opportunity to see that facility, how they are involved in the development of this MOSIP and all these things. Wonderful to see and proud to see that facility, that we are really interacting so many countries, and this definitely will involve so many patents and all these things will definitely lead to commercialization to the country and to them also, and will definitely give a good name to the country for this noble and leading activity. Further activity, this DOT is planning to aligning all the works which are being done in the silos in various units across the country. I think DOT is planning to aligning all the works which are get done and getting in the same direction so that something useful and can come out and they can expedite these processes and this thing. And one more very wonderful thing, they are about to open a facilitation center for standards and IPR generation. So I think yesterday also we felt it was so insightful presentations. We were not knowing, even though in the industry we are not knowing many things, how the IPR is filed, how the SAPs are registered, how these are commercialization is done, and how these values, how you get the monetized, how you get the value out of that, whatever you generated or registered. So these things, I think they are, DOT is going to open a facilitation center, rather a separate unit they are planning. So that will definitely facilitate. They will guide the people who are interested, what are the processes, what are the methods, how to register, where to register, how to get it. I think that will go a long way in enabling framework, giving the enabling framework to the country and the people who are really interested in this. So I hope today's topic is relevant, that yes, it is how to get the enabling framework in the country. So I hope that this workshop will definitely deliberate on this, and the people are experts, domain experts and government and startup and all people are gathering today. So will be very nice platform to discuss it and to come out the whatever further action points or takeaways or the actionable points are there. I hope TSDSI will definitely take this forward, and that's they are already doing. So I wish all the best to TSDSI and welcome all the participants and congratulate TSDSI for organizing this workshop on the proper topic today. I wish them success. Thank you.
Kindly present the mementos to the esteemed speakers on the dais as a token of our appreciation.